Hi everybody, it's Teresa. It's very early in the morning and I'm waiting for my oatmeal to cool down. I cooked it too long in the microwave, and I thought I'd take a minute to answer a very common question as I'm sorting through the multiple emails that have stacked up in my box. A very common question keeps coming up. For those of you that's been in this group for a long time, you've heard me answer this question um, on different occasions, but it always seems to be the number one question. So this is coming from multiple people, but especially from Larry and Diane, two separate emails that identified themselves. And the question is, what about all the excess skin? Did I have surgery to remove it? The answer, plain and simple, is no, I did not. The excess skin from losing this massive amount of weight is probably the worst side effect that I have to deal with. It's horrific. I'm going to be completely honest with you. It is horrific, and I find it very difficult to even look at myself in the mirror because it just hangs. It's not filled with fat, it's just loose skin. I went to see a doctor regarding the possibility of having surgery. The procedures would be multiple, several. I believe he said it would be about 4 separate surgeries over a period of a couple of years. Very, very expensive and extremely extensive surgery and extensive recovery periods. Um, in addition, there would be horrific scarring. The procedure on my arm alone, according to what he said, would involve an incision at the elbow up through the armpit down the side. I would be left with a scar that would run right up and down both arms for about 4 to 5 weeks. It'd be difficult for me to even raise my arms or wash my own hair. A tummy tuck procedure wouldn't be the simple one. I'd be cut right at the breastbone in a diamond shape, and then all across the lower abdomen around a new belly button would be created, and I would end up with an incision that went right down the center from the breastbone down and across the lower abdomen. Thighs, he said, that's probably the worst, most bothersome for me because that's what's visible when I wear dresses or shorts. That would be so extensive that it would require doing one leg at a time with several weeks or months in between to recover. And that would involve an incision that went all the way completely around the leg and down to the knee just to take care of that. Because I have RA, my immune system doesn't always function the way it's supposed to. I have difficulty fighting off infections. It takes me a really, really long time to heal from even a simple cut. Um, and so the risk involved in having these surgeries, having all of these open wounds, the risk for infection, the scarring, the cost, the amount of time in my life that would be um, given to recovery and surgery and taking time off work, at this point, it's not an option for me. So I have to deal with the surgery. I have to deal with the skin. It is a visible reminder of the life that I used to live, the life that I've left behind. And so every day when I look at myself in the mirror, I try to say a quick prayer asking God to help me to see the beauty and to see that I am created wonderfully in His image in spite of the skin. It impacts my personal life tremendously. It makes me extremely self-conscious, but it's a reality and it's a sign for me of victory. Fortunately, I'm able to manage it and to conceal it with the incredible invention called spandex and Spanx. I should be a spokesperson for Spanx because I am a huge proponent or a huge promoter of that. And thank goodness that there's all sorts of shapewear that's available, and it's not the ugly, oh my goodness, it's your grandmother's girdle type garments that perhaps your mother or grandmother or aunt grew up with. So at this point, surgery is not an option for me. It's something that I deal with every day. But I tell you what, I'd rather have the excess skin than not be able to walk and not be able to move around, because skin is simply that. It's skin. And so, for those of you that said that you were afraid to lose weight or you were reluctant to lose weight because you didn't want to deal with it, don't use it as an excuse. It's not an excuse. I will work every day to try to embrace it and try to accept it as part of who I am. And um, it's a day by day growing process. So there you are, excess skin in a nutshell, or actually in Spanx. Have a good day, everybody. I'll be talking to you again. Bye bye.